Well, a new tactic to let one developer tie into DeKalb County sewer system without a backup plan has environmentalists up in arms and county watershed management officials concerned.
And now our Fox 5i team has learned CEO Michael Thurmond has ordered a law department investigation of all new sewer connections. Senior I-team reporter Dale Russell is here now with the latest on his ongoing investigation of DeKalb sewer problems. Dale?
That's right. Mr. Thurmond's investigation goes back to last year. DeKalb is under a court agreement with the Environmental Protection Agency to stop raw sewage spills. So now developers in areas with no more sewer capacity have to design a backup plan. But we found one developer got a pass and others are asking why.
This is Panola Shoals, arguably one of the prettiest sites.
Jackie Eccles, director of the South River Watershed Alliance, has spent what she says feels like a lifetime fighting to preserve and protect Georgia waterways.
But on days like this, you can see that it's absolutely beautiful.
And she doesn't understand a new DeKalb County plan that lets developers of small projects tie into the county sewer system without a backup wastewater plan.
This kind of tactic kind of shows they're being very disingenuous.
Eccles was involved 7 years ago when the Environmental Protection Agency took DeKalb to court, alleging the county violated the Clean Water Act because of hundreds of wastewater spills into local rivers and streams. An agreement was signed requiring DeKalb to eliminate the spills.
Spills can be really devastating.
But DeKalb, battling an aging, porous sewer system, is still besieged by sewer spills. 120 already this year, and a recent $294,000 EPA fine for spills and underreporting the number of spills in the past. So when Jackie Eccles heard about a new DeKalb County plan
That makes it easier for a developer to put wastewater into DeKalb's existing system. She wasn't happy when she heard about it, and she wanted to see the records for herself. You were concerned when you heard this?
Yeah, because DeKalb County has a capacity problem.
Under the EPA agreement, a developer must request to tie into the county system. Then the county checks for capacity. If there isn't any, the developer has to create a backup sewer plan. That can get expensive.
So it's an ongoing and expanding effort.
But according to emails obtained by the Fox 5i team, Deputy Chief Operating Officer Ted Reinhardt, seen here, issued letters to one builder, Thrive Homes, bypassing the capacity study and allowing the developer on 5 different projects to move forward, since the developments were small and sewage would have a small impact to the larger sewer system.
Are these developers getting a special deal?
Not to my knowledge.
Reinhardt wrote Watershed Management Director Scott Toller that he wanted to do the same thing in the future for other developments with small number of residential units, 10 or fewer. Toller's response? That plan puts DeKalb in non-compliance with the EPA agreement, and the department can't continue to ignore the legal requirements of the environmental agreement.
This ends. We will have a policy that's transparent, that's objective.
Tell that to developer Tony Pour Hassan.
If they're not going to make somebody else do it, they shouldn't make us do it.
Pour Hassan was stunned when we told him the county was letting another small developer build without a backup sewer plan. He's trying to build a small 5-house infill development, but just got approval of his backup sewer plan required by the county, one that will cost him an extra $25,000 per house.
That puts some people out of the market. We can't absorb that. That has to be passed on to the customer. And the customer wouldn't be happy if they knew about this either.
Now, late tonight, Michael Thurmond issued a statement saying 2 weeks ago he started a law department investigation of all new sewer connections since June of last year. He wants to know if there are any county policy violations, and he wants to make sure the county is complying with the EPA consent agreement. And also an update tonight on the Mercy Care Health Center. We told you earlier how the city of Chamblee let the nonprofit health facility open without providing a county-required backup sewer plan. Well, good news. DeKalb Watershed has replaced, more than 70 manhole covers in the area, and that freed up enough capacity for Mercy Care to operate without that expensive backup system. Why? Because the new manhole covers have no holes or vents in the top of them, and they'll keep the rainwater out of the system. Sine, Russ?
Well, that's good news for residents who've been dealing with raw sewage in their yards. Great stuff, Dale. Thanks very much.